Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe my channel. This is a compelling topic. To write a high engagement, high conversion piece with a friendly, relatable, and emotional tone, I need to tap into the core feelings of the audience. Their connection to Tammy and Amy Slayton, their investment in the sisters' health journeys, and the mixed feelings about the constant presence of the cameras. Here is the 700-word article. The hardest goodbye. After Tammy's huge reveal, it's time for the Slayton sisters to write their own ending. Let's be honest. When 1,000-Pound Sisters first burst onto our screens, it was more than just a reality show. It was a raw, unfiltered window into the brutal reality of morbid obesity, the deep, complicated love between two sisters, and a battle for life itself. We laughed at Amy's sass, we ached with Tammy's frustration, and we felt every tiny victory and every devastating setback right alongside them. We weren't just viewers, we were emotional investors. We held our breath through bariatric surgery appointments, celebrated every pound lost like it was our own, and frankly, we worried sick for Tammy. That's why the season 7 reveal was so much more than just a plot point. It felt like the final, beautiful culmination of a multi-year epic. Seeing Tammy Slayton not just walking, but thriving, actively working on her health, achieving a weight where a healthy, long life is actually possible, it felt like a collective sigh of relief from millions of people who genuinely cared. But here's the thing. About emotional journeys, they need an ending. And for Amy and Tammy, that ending needs to be written by them, away from the relentless glare of the TLC cameras. The problem with perpetual reality. When a show focuses on a high-stakes health journey, the initial conversion is simple. Watch this woman fight for her life. The engagement is rooted in tension, fear, and hope. But once that major milestone, like say Tammy making a monumental recovery and getting married, is achieved, the narrative shifts. The next season can't just be about maintenance. Reality TV demands drama. It needs conflict, breakdowns, and setbacks to keep the ratings high. And honestly, watching a family maintain their health, manage healthy arguments, and live a somewhat normal life, it's just not TV gold. And that's the danger. The pressure to perform for the camera is immense. We saw it with Amy. Her post-surgery journey quickly pivoted into marriage struggles, motherhood overwhelm, and eventually a highly public and painful divorce. It felt less like a natural life progression and more like life being forced through a dramatic reality TV filter. We love Amy. We cheered for her little boys, Gage and Glenn. But watching the intimate, heartbreaking breakdown of her marriage under the scrutiny of millions of viewers felt exploitative. It felt like the sisters were no longer starring in a show about their health, but starring in a show about the drama the production team needed to capture. The ultimate conversion, living, not filming. For any person on a weight loss journey, the true work begins after the transformation. It's about building a sustainable life, creating new habits, managing stress without food, and navigating a world that looks completely different when you're no longer tethered to a mobility scooter or fighting to breathe. This needs peace, privacy, and focus. Imagine the peace Tammy could find without having to detail every diet fluctuation or relationship update for a camera crew. Imagine Amy being able to co-parent and focus on her boys without the added layer of network contracts, social media backlash, and scheduled reveals. This isn't about being ungrateful for the platform. The Slayton sisters have inspired millions, educated the masses about the struggle with obesity, and crucially earned enough to financially secure their futures. They've done the heavy lifting. They've done their job. The greatest conversion this show could achieve now is to empower Tammy and Amy to step away, to convert their reality TV fame into genuine, sustainable happiness. The best ending is when the stars realize the ultimate prize isn't another season renewal, but a quiet, long life lived entirely on their own terms. Tammy got her miracle. Amy found her strength. Let's thank the Slayton sisters for sharing their hearts, their struggles, and their victories. And now let's wish them the greatest success of all, a quiet, camera-free, everlastingly healthy, happily ever after. The fight is won. It's time to go home.